What's up, gamers and geeks? Matt here with That's Fair Podcasting and Gaming Geeks Live. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the upcoming release of Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. Now, as you know, Bethesda has brought us a pretty awesome, post-apocalyptic wasteland that ultimately has you seeing humans becoming mutants. The currency turns into bottle caps, and your diet begins to consist of iguana bits. But anyway, when Fallout 4 released in 2015, it was released to mixed reviews. It had some pretty damn good DLC to it, and what I thought was awesome building mechanics that Bethesda really hadn't brought to us before. But the question is, now I have to ask, are you purchasing Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition on November 10th? Stay tuned. I first introduced myself. I was introduced with Fallout 3, I believe dropped in 2008, and I had the Xbox 360 at the time. So that was my first taste into the Fallout universe. I never played Fallout 1 and 2. But then, of course, I followed it up with Fallout New Vegas by Obsidian and then Fallout 4. And I momentarily tried Fallout 76, but I never really got back into it. But one thing I can tell you is Bethesda has become famous for re-releasing their video games. Skyrim's... what is Skyrim at? I couldn't even tell you. I just know that I'm the dumbass that's actually rebought Skyrim now, the total of 3 times. So they may be the dumb ones, but who's the dumb one for repurchasing it? But are you going to be purchasing Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition? Yes, I will sadly be duped into buying it once it releases. Again, it is releasing on November 10th, and it's sort of another splash release. Very little has been said about it, but it will have all of the DLC expansions that we know. I believe there were 6 of them in all. I don't remember. Far Harbor, Automatron, Nuka World, Wasteland Workshop, Vault-Tec Workshop, and I think a Contraptions Workshop. Anyway, I just know that, yes, it'll have all those thrown in the mix, as well as some gameplay fixes, more or less, some upgrades to that. And there is a lot being added to the modded community as well. With the Creation Club content, there will be over 150 pieces of Creation Club content added to this. I don't know what your guys' feelings on that. I do believe that some of these content creators that make some of these wonderful mods definitely deserve a little bang for their buck, because it seems like they're more or less finishing Bethesda games as it is. And what we can expect in some of these new additions to the Creation Club are new weapons, some armors, cosmetic, more cosmetic things, and I do believe also there'll be some graphical upgrade to it, possibly. Not the entire game, mind you, but like texture mods and whatnot that will be added to Creation Club. So, be looking out for those too. But I do believe we are to be understanding there is going to be an upgrade to the entire modding community when it comes to Fallout 4. Depending on the platform you purchase it on, and I think that has the most to do with the pricing of this, you're only looking at about $34.99 for basically the Anniversary Edition. So people like on console with me, I'll be playing it on the Xbox Series X. I'll be looking at a $34.99 purchase, but prices could vary depending on if you get it from the PC or even the PlayStation. There's a new creation system in Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, and this is an in-game menu that is supposed to make it to where it's easier to find downloadable content or mods from both professional developers and fans who make mods. So I think they're going to have it sort of mixed in with one another, but there's going to be a menu that will allow you to actually purchase mods or get the free ones from fans. I don't really I don't recharge my whole Creation Club credits. I just get what's free, man. I mean, that's just kind of the way it's always been with me. The gameplay improvements are just a couple of minor things. You're going to have gameplay tweaks and a game performance improvement overall. So I don't know exactly what that's going to mean. I always remembered Fallout 4 being somewhat buggy. It was kind of a mess, but any kind of gameplay tweaks and performance issues that can be improved are always a good thing. But is it worth repurchasing even at roughly half the price of $35? And that's the big question. But my overall view is yes, and here's why. I'm tired of feeding the Bethesda monster more and more money of regurgitated remakes that they keep throwing out here. But when you take into consideration that the upgraded Creation Club, which means there's always new mods added to it. Yes, I don't know what it's going to do. If you have previous modded saves for Fallout 4, I don't know if it's going to crash that or not. When it comes to Anniversary Editions with Bethesda, it's typically going to crash your previous loads with specific mods, that you've used. That's just, it did with me in Skyrim. I don't know if it did with you, but I had Special Edition and I had it set up perfectly with mods. Then along comes Anniversary Edition. I purchased it and it completely just shut that shit down. In closing, I'm going to go over why I'm going to purchase it. And that's because, again, I find myself purchasing older games even if they aren't really remasters or remakes, because today's AAA industry is just absolute dog shit as of late. We're waiting on, I think 2026 is going to be a strong year. But I think we're going to have improved mods and improved building in this game. And to me, that's what really captured the joy of Fallout 4 for me originally in 2015 was the building. I don't, how many of you actually took like Red Rocket and Sanctuary Hills and actually made it into a massive own city? I know I did. I've spent hours upon hours. Even my wife and I, we built this 34-story tower. It was pretty huge. I can't wait for that. But it will be an upgrade as far as the mods are concerned. I think just the upgrade in the modding community in the Creation Club is enough to get me back into Sanctuary Hills and building another city. But anyway, guys, as you know, Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is slated to drop in just a few days, Monday, November 10th. So if you're gonna get it, let me know in the comment section. I've duped myself into getting it. I'm going to get it. But anyway, guys, thank you for listening to this pointless video. Maybe like the video, help us out there in that algorithm. Subscribe to That's Fair Podcasting or Gaming Geeks Live. But if you don't do any of those and you just sat here and watched this pointless video, thank you so much. That's what means the most to me. And to you gamers and wastelanders out there, all love, and I'm outro.